Yeah, so I'm just finishing up here. Just got my hair cut. I did a live here, on the way here. And, I was sitting here before I went in and I mentioned Big Mama's, restaurant right there. You know what I'm saying? I can hear my friends now, what's wrong with Big Mama's? Big Mama's. It's like, look, man, ain't nothing wrong with Big Mama's. You know what I mean? I was just using that as an example, to plug into my live. You know what I'm saying? I've eaten at Big Mama's before. You haven't. You know what I mean? So that's, be easy. I'm not talking about anybody. Matter of fact, big shout out to Big Mama's and all the other stores. I mentioned the boutique right here. Hopefully, because they got family, you know what I'm saying, and friends and allies and all that. Hopefully, they'll be able to get back up and running soon. Um, but essentially, it's like musical chairs. There's a game called musical chairs that we used to play as kids in the classroom, and they'll set the chairs up. They'll set less chairs than pupils, and they would play the music, right? And when the music stopped, you got to rush and get a chair. Whoever don't get a chair, you out the game. And that's kind of what this is, musical chairs, man. And the music has stopped, and you got to sit down for a minute, and the musical chairs, this is almost like a dimensional musical chairs, to where you have the people, places, and things all moving around the different slots into the system. The slots into the system represent the chairs. And the people, places, and things are all, as the music is going, the people, places, and things are moving around these slots. You had to come up out of your slot and move around. You're moving around, you know. And when the music stopped with the coronavirus, um, you know, some people going to end up getting caught without no slot, without no chair. Some people are not. Some places won't get a slot, and some things are not going to get a slot. You know what I mean? It's almost like dimensional musical chairs. It's like dimensional taxes. Like, I don't know if this was created in the lab. I don't know where this came from, but it's definitely affecting the distribution of the funds. And it seems like your corporation, there's some people that's getting caught up in this and they're dying too, but so also your corporations and your stores, from mom and pop all the way up to your largest stores, are all caught up into this. The government is caught up into this, right? And they gotta redistribute the funds, man. You just gotta move different, man. You just gotta move different. So I just wanted to add that remark in, because I know, like, when I let my friends hear this, they got something to say, man. So I'm not talking about Big Mamas. I was just using Big Mamas as an example, and this is just to let y'all know, that people go back in the day. Like I said, I'm not a Christian, because I know that I've studied the degrees of Christianity. I've studied the degrees of Islam. There are just a number, that maybe a few degrees of understanding there, but the whole body of knowledge far surpasses Judaism and Christianity and Islam. But the information is in there. It's enough in there to carry to carry the neophytes over. You know what I mean? It's enough information about how you treat your fellow man and how to eat and things like that, things of that nature, that's in there. But for the Christians and those who understand Revelation, it's funny that in Revelation they're talking about the angel blew the trumpet, like the trump. That was one of the first alarms that it was going to be on and popping when it came to Revelations, when when the trumpet blew, right? And the president name is Trump, and how the vials, like there will be vials that will be unleashed, across the planet. And you think about the coronavirus. So you got Trump in place. You got the Vial, you know what I'm saying, that was unleashed against humanity. That's your so-called coronavirus. And then the locusts. Don't nobody talk about the locusts. That's millions of locusts that popped off, that's popping off in Africa and India. They got the locusts that's so crazy, they're eating up all the food. Like the guy was walking through the locusts, you couldn't even hardly see him. It was like millions and millions and millions of locusts. That's also in Revelations too. You know what I mean? So it's just, you got to really watch, you got to really watch what's going on, and keep your eye on some of these scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on it, because some of that rings true, man, one way or another, and that's kind of it. About to get out of here, man. I'm about to get off this horn. See, I've been saying horn, and the trumpet is a horn. See? Like, I just realized that while I was talking to you. That's why I was telling you, if you think more and if you think critically, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be critically acclaimed. You got to claim, it's got to be critically acclaimed. Like, you got to think critically. And when you do that, you'll be surprised at the type of information that you might be able to plug into. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm plugged in and I'm pushing this out. You know what I'm saying? To whoever, man. I don't care. If you can catch my frequency, I don't care if you white, black, whatever. That's not my concern on who's allowed to catch this frequency. My job, you know what I'm saying, is to be on the horn, you know what I'm saying, during these days right here, because I just got turned on to get onto the horn. YouTube been around for a minute, you know what I'm saying, all through the shenanigans. I used to be seeing all the shenanigans. I hate the shenanigans, you see, but it's just funny that all of a sudden now I'm up, I stand up. You know what I'm saying? When the lights get turned off, certain folk stand up in the fiery furnace. You know what I'm saying? The lion's den, in the valley of death. People that used to stand up, they gotta sit down. They gonna lay down. You know what I'm saying? Some of these vials and these viruses gonna lay you down. Could lay me down. You see? It could lay me down, but I've already made peace with mine. I've already had the death and rebirth. You know what I'm saying? So the second death is not going to touch me because I already been through the death and rebirth. So I could get laid down too because I'm out here too. But what I'm doing matters. So I'm moving around with it. If I get laid down while I'm in the fiery furnace, I got laid down putting the information out there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get laid down with a beer in my hand, laid down with a crack pipe. You know what I'm saying? You got caught out there. That's kind of decrepit. If you smoking crack right now during a pandemic, like you're on the lowest of the low, man. Like, are you really getting high during a pandemic? Like, you're really looking for crack during a pandemic? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's ill right there. That during a pandemic and people quarantined off, you out looking for meth. You know what I'm saying? You out looking for drugs. Like you don't even realize, like that shit ain't even registering that you in a pandemic. You a couple levels below the pandemic. You looking for drugs. Ain't nobody out, and you still looking chasing Jason. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out because everybody got a quarantine. Everybody in the crib. You out here chasing Jason in a pandemic. Nah, man. So Hey, like I said, I'm about to get off this horn, man. Later.